In 1966, the southern African country of Botswana became a fully independent nation. Formerly the British Protectorate of Bechuanaland, Botswana has since developed into one of Africa's most stable democracies. Seretse Khama was Botswana's first president, leading the country until his death in 1980. To help the country's transition into becoming a self-governing nation, US Peace Corps were sent to Botswana to assist with all aspects of life, from teaching and nursing to advising small businesses and working as game wardens. One of the legacies of the Peace Corps was the introduction of what is now one of Botswana's most popular sports. While soccer is undoubtedly the nation's #1 sport, softball is the team sport in which Botswana has had the most international success. At the last Men's World Championships in 2009, Botswana finished 13th out of 16. Although they managed to win just one game, making it to the sports showpiece was a significant achievement for the nation.
We always manage to send a team to the World Championships, and that's fantastic. The Botswana team is the pride of the nation. We generally win our regional matches, and every time we go to the World Championships, we get better.
Wolemi Matadiso is a pitcher for the Botswana Defence Force, one of the top club teams in the country. He's also the current captain of the national side.
Softball is such a refreshing sport. I call it my stress reliever. After playing softball, I get home and I feel happy. I think that's one of the big reasons as to why the sport is so popular here.
The majority of the men in the BDF team are members of the country's army. However, the popularity of the sport means that the BDF regularly receive applications from non-military men who want to join the team. Softball in Botswana is continuing to grow year on year, and there are currently more than 10 teams competing in the elite men's and women's leagues.
Softball is the country's #2 sport after soccer, and I think that the level of play is improving. As slowly, more and more people are being attracted to our sport. And that is great for the future.
One of the biggest differences between softball and soccer in Botswana is the number of women participating in the sport. Alongside netball, softball is the sport most played by women in the country. The large numbers of players have helped the national team to develop into Africa's top nation. Naledi Dikkomo Golden is a former star of the national team who now works at the Botswana Softball Association with the target of improving the infrastructure of the sport. Since she's been heading up the country's development programme, she's managed to make softball part of the national curriculum.
Softball was popularized by the Peace Corps, who came here to teach in our secondary schools. When they got here, they saw that we played rounders, and they thought we would easily be able to understand softball. And the game has now boomed here. It is played in primary schools, both junior and senior secondary schools, and at universities. You can say it's firmly part of our culture now.
Every weekend during the softball season, the Diamond in central Gaborone is the venue for up to 10 games. Matches are played back-to-back, and the sport's loyal fans watch the action from early morning until sunset. Softball games receive almost the same amount of coverage as football in the local press, and the national team's exploits at big tournaments are closely followed. The big dream for all the players is to win a place in the national squad and represent Botswana.
Wearing the national colours and playing for Botswana is the pinnacle of your sporting career. It gave me great pleasure, and I know that anyone playing for Botswana will be extremely proud. You really can't explain how happy it makes you.
You can't compare the happiness.
Since the country's independence, softball in Botswana has firmly established itself as a sport, playing a crucial role in society. Both the men's and women's teams are currently leading the way in the development of the game on the African continent. The people that have shaped the sport up until now are confident that the future of softball in Botswana can only get better.
Our goal at the Botswana Softball Association is to take the game to greater heights. We want to continue to be the best in Africa. We want to use our success in softball as a way to sell the country to the world. And I definitely think that the softball teams will continue to be the pride of the nation.